Hey YouTube Gundam here, welcome back to Space Engineers. It's taken a while, but it's finally done. The single biggest thing I currently have besides the Karen freighter for EVE Online. And I have to be far away from it in order to do a flyby without it in, because it's so big. I can't even, I forgot. Yeah. Oh, I just remembered it's gonna get even bigger in a bit. Yeah. 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 Speed it up. Well, first off, there's the little one with a tug. Well, part of it at least. Just take a look at the size of the inside of that compared to the inside of this. You see the difference on the size for the internal diameter? You see that? You see that? It's big. Yeah, so let's start this up. First off, we're going to start here with the command center. Very basic command center. Now there is that rotor up there, which I'm going to... Hang on. I can spin it up. Hang on. I'm going to... Over here, and I hit... that one, that one, that one, and that one. Okay. Alright. So it's a Christmas tree. So, while that spins, yeah, it's only the one now because this thing is defended. This has a huge amount of guns. The command center has the beacon and control for the rotors here, and a lot of command units for construction purpose. As you can see, there's a huge amount of cargo running throughout this. At every single one of these gaps there's cargo containers. Reactors are actually hiding underneath. Here we have the lower bit has a handful of beds, some tables, and the standard living quarters items. Reactors go through this set of doors. This is repeated on the other side. You have a ton of the gyros right here. As you can see, there they are. Some support blocks just for the heck of it. And a few batteries with thrusters for forward and rear movement. Some more gyros in this midsection here with oxygen vents. Each one of these rooms is individually vented. Is pressurized on its own and is separated from the others. So yeah, you can actually put stuff in here if you want. I did not. Again, it's customizable. There is an oxygen generator and vent, so this room can be separated from everything else and you'll still live because from the oxygen. So yeah, and again, this is similar to the other one. This is similar to that one. And up here we have a gravity generator in this one. Then this one, a little different. It's the end. So oxygen farms here with an antenna on the bottom. And in here, airlock. Out of this airlock you see the yellow here in case you don't want this mod. That's fine. This catwalk mod. You can follow the yellow or the catwalk over, then down, onto the top of this, the primary section here, which on the front, series of thrusters. I'm sorry, I have to have my speed increased because of the sheer size of this thing. We have the forward thrusters, some 40mm boffers. There's also CIWS, dual light cannon. Right here is some additional oxygen farming ability. Quite a bit of it, actually. With the CIWS, dual light. CIWS, dual light. The hangar, with, as you can see, a significant amount of 40mm boffers. Here's a dual light cannon. SMDC Crucible, and yes, it's backwards there on purpose. Large ships can dock up right there in the middle. Smaller ships can dock up on the top here, but sticking out, so slightly smaller, rather. And actual small ships can land right there, which leads to the first button, which is hangar spotlights. Button 4. You can activate that, and it lights all that up. Okay. So yeah, dropships can land here, and as you can see, it is defended with boffers, 2 dual light cannons, and 2 CIWS. By the way, repeated on the bottom. Going further back, it's exactly the same as the front. Dual light, CIWS, dual light, CIWS, dual light, CIWS. Now from the top, by the way, you have the airlocks, which you can follow the yellow line to go down. Now, from the middle here, which I just remembered I forgot something. I was going to have a way over there. I will put that in right now. Right, so what I forgot was this ladder right here, which leads from the top down there. Alright, so now, well, yeah, you know how to do the spine now. The outside of the spine, actually, the inside here, on the bottom, as you can see, there's lots of gears. Construction is number 3. Yeah. I don't know what button 2 is. It's caution. I don't know where button 2 is located, actually. It says caution spotlights. That's literally just up the ice. No, that's the case. The antenna. So, button 1 will enable that. These sets of spotlights for that. You can disable that with button 1. Button 2 is the main antenna. Bear that in mind. Button 3 is the construction spotlights. As you can see them, they're all over the place. The construction spotlights are located there, 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 and the middle line here. In fact, I can prove it a little more by making them bluish. Actually, let me just make them blue. There. There. So now the blue ones are the construction spotlights. See those? They're all over the place. Yeah. Now back to white. There. So the whole point is to make it easy to see whatever you're building. Button 4 is the hangar spotlights. We've already seen that is just for the top and bottom actual hangars, but it's for whenever anything's docking or landed or whatever. Anyway, so yeah. Now inside the spine, as you can see, everything has heavy armor going all over the place, including to the primary heavy armor system set right there. So yeah, plenty of landing gear all over the place. But you notice there will be weapons inside as well. Plenty of dual light cannons and CIWS. Right there. Here, there's a connector. Another connector for supply. There's more. There's more. This is the middle, and the same is repeated on the back. So, lots of dual light cannons and those. Now, notice also by the hangar here, a pair of boffers. And at the front, another pair of boffers. Again, at the same as the back, and repeat on the other side. I'm actually going to be on this side because there's more light. My computer hates me. My computer hates me. So heavily defended if you're inside or out. By the way, the top. I need to do the top. A big gun there. Boppers, CIWS, dual light cannon, CIWS, dual light cannon, and then the bridge. So yeah, it's not so heavily defended on the direct top. However, what is here can shoot at you. Don't count on it. Now, the side is suicide, or rather inside is suicide, as it has the most guns. There are 6 of those weapon sets here with 8 boffers with 6 weapon sets. Each set has a CIWS, I'm gonna call it a CIWS, and it has 2 dual light cannons. So that's 12 dual lights and 6 CIWS with 8 boffers as well on the inside. So good luck. Now the bottom is incredibly weak. The only thing that can shoot you there is what's here, which is on the repeated on the other side. A total of 8 boffers, 4 CIWS, and 4 dual light cannons. Except for these can also slightly shoot you. You can hide yourself from it here, except for the far away ones can shoot at you. So good luck. It will probably damage itself a little bit. That's why they have heavy armor. So now, yes, these bulges allow for the landing gear and spotlights. Those bulges allow for those spotlights. These bulges up top, the spotlights, are intentionally sticking out. Now notice, here where the yellow is also marks where the conveyor tubes go to supply the side spines, and that's repeated here in the middle. A little redundancy as usual. Now, let's talk about these spines. First off, there's no way to get from the top to the bottom there. The way to get to the top and bottom, where is it? Do I not have one? No, here it is. So is it also, no it's not. Literally the only way to get top, well if you're here you just float. Let's just go for the front. This is repeated on the bottom here, but not always. You have a assembler, cargo container, arc furnace, and airlock going in. Now on the top here you have 2 cryo units, plenty of beds. On the bottom you have tables. Go through, oh yeah, plenty of view by the way. Go through, arc furnace, cargo container, assembler. But this has a gravity unit, that does not, so bear that in mind. Here's your way from top to bottom. 2 of them in this room. Plenty of beds, 2 cryo units. Here though, coffee, tables, not tables, coffee, fridge, and the other stuff there that's needed for that. And yes, it's separated with plenty of doors. No tables though. Though it is customizable, so knock yourself out. Here, guess what? Same again. No thing there. This is the same as the other one. Tables there, right there. Now, we have the hangar. There's a gravity unit in the middle. And you reach the hangar, and then that is completely reversed, mirrored rather, on the back. So, that's a pain. Now, what is in the hangar? Well, I can actually open it from here. Inner, out. So 5 opens all internal hangar doors. And we'll close them. Button 6 opens all external hangar doors. 2 there. And 2 for the other side. Button 6 opens them. So yes, the hangar, now repeated on the other side. Each hangar is like this except for slightly different for being top and bottom. There's a button right by the door. You see a series of connectors for various size ships. Button right next to this door. Plenty of heavy armor blocks on the top and the bottom, and the in between, not the sides. Right there. So bear that in mind. Don't knock it into the side. But then again, the side here, it's here, and it's over there because of, well, there's kind of something in the way. Rather, I wanted it there, but what's here is a wall and then that and that, so I had to put it there. So yeah. Now all the guns are with idle off. I can activate them with 7, 8, and 9 for idle movement off. However, those two big guns are not automatic moving. They are not AI controlled because we don't want you to shoot yourself with such a massive cannon. So, there are no hazard lights for when you come out of the hangar, unlike the other. So, by the way, the small Crucible point was to be an entire space station, which is why it had a refinery and everything. This is only meant for construction purposes, which, yes, I know that inside of here you think that's kind of a waste. It's actually meant for you to supply the facility through there, and to supply this, well, that's also to supply. You build some things in here that people tell you to, and you can send them to others through, and they can get that from one of these cargo containers, or they can build it themselves. So again, customizable, but I just wanted that sealed in, so I sealed it in. Ha 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 ha. So yeah, this this gargantuan structure. Oh, by the way, inside the hangar, I forgot to mention, you can see space there. The point of that is so you can go from the hangar to these top hangars. Yeah, button 4 will light that up. We'll close that. So, now the only problem is that means that technically an enemy could invade. However, they have to get past all the defenses, and that is believed to be not hopeful. Now, you do have to use your thrusters a bit. The gravity is kind of a problem, as are some of the lights apparently. But yeah, the gravity is a bit of an issue. It's only in the main spines, so bear that in mind. Now, how big is this thing? Well, let's talk size. For this length, from here, you can see 381. It's a little bit less, but it's basically 370 meters long, or a little bit more because of the oxygen. 370 meters long. That's pretty big. As for width, remember this is see where it's located. So it's not the most accurate for the width. Basically 124 plus 30, so 155 meters wide, and height also again because of the other bit, yeah, so about 85, it's about 85 high, except for that middle antenna. So you gonna do? No, yeah, it's quite big, quite fun. So, what can I build in here? Whatever I want. Now, there are no pistons. I decided against pistons on this thing because pistons are more for supply. Differently, this is not really a supply facility as it is a construction yard. The small is for everything. This is only for building bigger ships and getting them fuel and stuff. This is not meant excuse me, this is not meant for being a refining outpost for smaller groups. I just remembered I was going to put in solar panels. You will see solar panels across the side there and on the top and bottom, so I'll be doing that. Alright, I finished finally. Solar panels all over. Solar panels there. Solar panels there. and solar panels there. On top of that, I have opened these areas now, so you can easily deal with them. Now, that does mean that the only way top to bottom, there is no way top to bottom here in the beds or to these tables. So why do that? You know, because people are I'm kind of evil, and I didn't want to have to redo the things again. So it stays. It stays. You can customize it. I can't use the other windows to put the tables by the windows, because then I'd have to use the windows that have to stick out all the way over there. But now at least you can easily access these other two construction areas. Of course, there's more in the back. So yeah. Now the thing is, with the other one, you can repair facilities immediately attached to the ship, but you can repair things by taking a tug, taking the component over to one of the gears, and, well, you see right there. You just hook it up to right there. So yeah, you hook it up right there and repair it. That's how it works. With this monster, that's not how it works. Now, this thing doesn't have as many reactors because of that. However, there are still a lot of reactors in it. That's annoying. So, how should this thing work? I don't know, but I do know that it's awesome. Stats. 264 thrusters, 108 batteries, 70 landing gear, 300 gyroscopes. That just reminds me. That's a ton of gear. It's just all. So yeah, all or nothing. Here. Switch lock. There. So, you cannot turn off the ones now, that's fine. 31,556,941 kilograms. You see that? Can you see that? 31,556,941 kilograms. Now it can move, but don't count on it. Side thrust is actually pretty good. Up and down thrust is actually alright. Forward and rear thrust, not very good. So 31.5 million kilograms with a Crucible medium. Again though, this is only the Crucible medium. Guess what? That means there's a large somewhere. Well, the large isn't built yet. I gotta build a nice cruiser. I'm gonna build something very simple. I also need to build a bunch of fighters and stuff. I'll do that later. For now, let's turn on all the lights. Nah, that's not. So you have to come to this one chair up here to enable everything. The chair, I mean right here. That means to enable the idle movement of the guns, you gotta go there. To enable the main lights, you gotta go there. Or you can go to any panel technically. Landing gear's there, and the additional antenna is there. Other than that, all you have control of over here is this. Nah. I don't want that spinning when I save it, so we'll stop. Eventually, it will stop. Finally. Okay. This thing is ridiculously big. You saw the size earlier. I have not... Actually, no, I did. I did adjust it. I have made it bigger. I have made it longer than the one before it, I believe. I think. I know I made it taller by adding in that bits in the bottom. and a little longer with the antenna. But take a look at this. Count these dual bits here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that 7? That's 7. There's 7 of these dual units, so count that. If you see 7, you know that's 7 lengthwise and 2 that way. Yeah. By the way, these you don't need this thing. I'll throw that in to my mod set. I don't think it's not necessary. It's not necessary, and it's not even in the middle one intentionally. I didn't put it in the middle because it's a put it in the first. So yeah. Yeah, you can go into it. Yeah. I have a headache. I am happy though that it's done being built. I don't have to build them anymore. So, yay. And that does mean now I do have to tear a section off and attach it to the side of this, so that I can build my ships, because I use that to build those ships. Now I need a section of this to build that thing. Fine, I will do that. And I'm going to use merge blocks and then fuse it. The problem is which section, because that is that. I'm probably going to have to use this section in the back here, which means I'm going to have to peel that, and that's fine. Or I can peel that off. I'll probably do that and then just stick some guns in there. Yeah, it is no. I'll catch you later. Bye. Right, another thing I'm going to be uploading here is this. This is the small and the medium segments fused together. Yeah, I had to throw the whole thing in, so so you can get the size. I have them welded together. Now the only difference is this should not have these thrusters. This absolutely should have these thrusters. So yeah, it has oxygen. And the flashing lights and gravity. This is the section with the gravity, so you know which one it is. Although the rest should be able to identify. Now, I will be throwing this in so you can all download this, and I have these doors open so you can deal with having the oxygen there. So, Now, the only difference is there's a cockpit there and there. So, yeah. I still have the D3 intruder because I haven't reverse engineered it yet. I'll do that later. But this is the difference in size. Do you see the difference in size? Think of how big of a ship I can have in here. Here? $23. And here, $53. 23.53. Remember that. 23.53. And this one, $13. That's it. 13 instead of 23. So 10 and 23. So 10 more that way, but 30 more this way. 10 blocks higher, 30 blocks lighter. Or then again, you could just have 2 of these. Now you will not be getting this thing. I'm just having this in for show. Yes. This was absolutely the purpose, to fit in more than one of these simultaneously. Alright, that's okay. And stop. And boop. Leggy. My frame rate. Whoop, bong. Yeah, that's me flying around, not my camera. So there's the Vagabond. But look at that. The Vagabond is a big ship. But look at this. it easily fits within it. You could probably get 6 of them almost. Well, okay, maybe not. Thing is, imagine a cruiser this big around, filling up this huge gap here with room for another one next to it. Battlecruisers and battleships? Probably not. Maybe the battlecruisers, but a mainline cruiser, you can easily get 2 of them next to each other. Battleships, no way. A battlecruiser, you might, depending on the battlecruiser. And a carrier, well, we'll see. Probably 2. Probably the only thing that won't be able to fit 2 of them next to each other in here is a battleship. Or a really big battlecruiser, because I'm playing on more than one. My frame rate. I have caught the Ryan Haywood mouth aids thing. So yes, I am submitting this to the workshop, so you can check out the 2 of them. Oh boy, and hey, guess what, people? There's gonna be a 3rd one over there eventually. Why? Small, medium. I'll catch y'all later.